morning, good morning, good morning. Blessings to you. This is Lasandra Brooks, aka your girl Lala. Happy Monday morning. I think the rain is gone for now. As you can hear, I am still dealing with this nasal congestion stuff. But hey, you know how I do it. I keep pushing, keep fighting. Come on, share. Come on, share. Like and tag. Let somebody know that Lala is on this morning. Like, tag, and share. I'm not going to be on before you long, but let me just say this before we get started. If you would please just look on the Facebook page. I have posted a flyer for tonight's financial literacy seminar. We are going to go ahead and do it live. We know the weather was bad yesterday, and it was a lot of flooding. And last report I heard, it was supposed to have been raining today, and then I looked at it today, and it was like, yeah, just cloudy. But nonetheless, we're going to be on live because we don't want you to get out in the inclement weather, whether it be cold, whether it be hot, whether it be raining, storming, sleeting, or snowing. Okay, so we are looking out for you on today, but we want to still be able to present you with the information to help us during this time of inflation, to help us budget, to help us save some money, to keep us on course, to keep us from getting overwhelmed, but keep us from being desperate. Which is what I'm going to be talking about in a few minutes. Real quick, though, I wanted to remind you we will not be at the Delmont Gardens on tonight. We're going to go ahead and do Facebook Live. I had did a change of venue flyer. I've updated the flyer to show that we will be live streaming tonight right here on Facebook Live. So come back tonight and meet me and Bennett Blackledge here. Facebook Live, we will be talking about budgeting, what we could do to budget during this time of inflation, how we can help ourselves. So a lot of times we wait on others to help us. We wait on the government to help us. But what are we doing to help ourselves? I'm just going to leave that right there. But anyway, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This is Lasandra Brooks, a.k.a. your girl Lala. Wanted to come on and share this morning about desperation. Yes, we got negative desperation and we got some positive desperation. And I want to talk about it today. What is exactly desperation? Desperation is a very strong emotion. It is an emotion that stems from being overwhelmed, from being stressed out, from waiting till the last minute, from waiting to the ninth hour to get it done, to move, to act upon. And that it can lead to extreme behaviors. It could lead to risky behaviors. It could lead to positive behavior, believe it or not, influence in a positive manner. But it's up to you. Are you going to be a negative or are you going to be a positive? Come on, like and tag, share. Let someone know. Comment. Send me a comment. Leave me a message. Talk to your girl this morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, those that are with me, those that will be watching the replay later on. Good morning to you. I hope you can understand me with all this nasal stuff going on, but I still wanted to get on this morning and to just let you know that we will be on live tonight. Somebody say that with me, live. Join your girl live on Monday night. Come on. With Bennett Blackledge, and we're going to be talking about budgeting. But going back to desperation, yes, you say most of the time when you say somebody's desperate, girl, that girl is desperate. He is desperate. That means they're pulling out all the stops. That means they're doing whatever they need to do to get it done. Whatever they need to do to not do whatever it is that causes them to enter into that desperate place. Some of us say, I'm desperate for relationships, which could be that. It could be relationships. You could be desperate in your health, your finances, employment, whether you're unemployed or you are employed. You can have some desperation on your job. In the family, there could be desperation. It's issues that come up. It's financial issues that come up. Again, we're talking about financing and budgeting on tonight. Some of us could possibly find ourselves in a desperate situation if we wait to the last minute to plan, if we wait to the ninth hour to act upon, to step out, to do something. It could be negative and cause us to enter into a place of much frustration and a place that we act out and take risks. We have extraordinary, extreme bad behaviors because sometimes desperation can lead us to a place to do bad things. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes desperation can lead us to a place to cause us to do bad things, to make bad decisions, to make bad choices. But we want to get on the side of positivity. We want to have a positive act of desperation that influences us to have a positive attitude, to get us up, to get us going, to get us moving, to get us to step out the gate, to get us to come off the paper. What can I do during this time of inflation? Like showing up tonight is an act of positive information, influence to that you won't lead to negative desperation, that it won't lead you to negative desperation. You want to show up tonight, get the tools, get the information that you need, that you can plan well in advance so you do not find yourself in a risky place, that you don't find yourself in a risky position and taking it out on others, lashing out on others, and causing negative results, causing a negative impact that can greatly negatively impact your life and those that are around you. So again, there's negative desperation and there is positive desperation. So we want to take the high road. We want to start out and be known as positive people. You want to be so desperate and so thirsty for success that you're willing to take your goals off of the paper and launch out. You're willing and you're so desperate to say, Lord, I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of living from paycheck to paycheck. What can I do? You want to get to the place to where your back is against the wall. What you going to do when your back is against the wall? What are you going to do when your back is against the wall? Are you just going to sit there and say, woe is me, I'm desperate, I've waited to the last minute, I don't have the money for my bills, I don't have the money for my mortgage, I don't have the money for my car note, I've waited and it's due today. So that's going to cause you a very high level of anxiety. Anxiety is another emotion. And it brings about desperation because you have entered into a place of anxiousness that you're willing to make some bad choices, bad decisions, because you're trying to make it work in the ninth hour at the last minute. When it's time for you to show up and be positive and to make your payment, you don't have it. So now you're frustrated. You're going to and fro. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to rob Peter to pay Paul, and Peter say, I don't have nothing. Now, what are you going to do when your back is against the wall? You can sit by, you can have a loss of hope, you can find yourself in a hopeless situation. You have low to no motivation to do anything about it. Well, they just gonna come take my car because I just don't. And then you find yourself getting depressed. That leads you to more negative emotions. Whereas if you take the high road and you take the positive influences, then work what you have in front of you beforehand, before the last minute, before you wait till it's that moment in time that you need it right then and say, I'm going to plan in advance. Let's see what I can do and what my odor is going to smell like. Am I going to have a bad body odor or I'm going to have a pleasant aroma? Because bad body odor, people don't like being around you. But when you have a pleasant scent, when you have that pleasant odor, when you have that pleasant aroma around you, then people don't mind being around you. People don't mind helping you. And it's something about lavender and those sweet and wonderful scents that we can put on or have around us that shifts our thinking, that brings us into a place of refreshing, a place of revival, a place of pleasantness. When we smell pleasant things, it puts us in a pleasant place. When we smell pleasant things, it puts us in a pleasant place. When you have a bad body odor, when you're dealing with BO, when you're dealing with a scent that is not very pleasant, guess what? You have a tendency to be like, ooh, oh no, it takes you somewhere that you don't want to be. So that's all I'm trying to get us to see today is act beforehand. Don't let the aroma of desperation be a stench. Let it be a sweet producing savor. Let it be a scent, an aroma that is going to bring you into a place of wholesomeness. It's going to bring you into a place of productivity. It's going to bring you into a place of success and victory. Take your goals that you've written down. Stop looking at them on the paper and get some action. Because if you get desperate enough, when though you have more month than you have money, and you get desperate enough, you gonna do something. Desperation will push you to move out and to either fall on your face, but at least if you fall on your face, at least you tried. You made the attempt. But you're gonna put all the mechanisms, the systems in place that you can operate. And so when it's time to pay your bills, you're not stressed. You're not worried. You're not frustrated. You're not putting out bad BO. Okay, so I just wanted to drop that with you on today. I hope that little nugget has influenced you, that you can have a hope, being not in a hopeless place, but you'll have a place and a position of hope and pleasantness, and you will have the sweet aroma of the Spirit of God around you. Now, with that being said, I have to go, but once again, I want to remind you to always be your authentic self. Quitting is never an option. You are a person on purpose, with purpose, moving in purpose, for a purpose. And I look forward to seeing you all on tonight. Tune in live 6:15 to about 7:30ish. Look, you can even call in 225-435-9350. If you think of something that you might want a question about budgeting, or have in regards to budgeting and or inflation, go ahead, call the number. I'm not going to answer. Just leave a message. And tonight we'll address your questions. You can remain anonymous. I'm not calling out no names. I'm not giving out any phone numbers, because I know some of us like to be private, and we have questions and we were like, Facebook Live, I don't want y'all knowing my business, so I'm not about to put it out there. But you can call the number. I promise you, I give you my word, I'm not going to expose who you are. I'm not going to reveal who you are, but I will speak your question to Bennett. I'll read your question to him and allow him to answer it. So you can go ahead and pre-call in 435-9350. Leave your questions. We will answer them tonight or while we're live. If you want to type your questions in, we will answer them as well. We will do our best to get your questions answered, to get you satisfied, and get you well on your way to positive influence, impact, and making a difference. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. I will see you again the next time.